Governor Roy Cooper cannot run for office again due to term limits, which means North Carolina will elect a new governor in 2024.
State Attorney General Josh Stein is running for that seat, and CBS 17's Russ Bowen is joining us now. You had a chance to sit down with the AG today.
Yeah, and this interview comes fresh after Democratic wins this week in other parts of the country. He believes the same voter concerns will continue into 2024. So why this transition? You're Attorney General of North Carolina. You could run again, but you're not going to. You want to run for North Carolina's governor. Why that change?
Yeah, well, I love North Carolina, Russ, and I believe in the promise of this state that if you work hard, where you come from should never limit how far you can go. And we need to invest in an expanded economy, strong schools, safe neighborhoods. These are things that I want to do as governor. I've been fighting for folks as their Attorney General for the past 7 years and delivering real victories, whether it's for families struggling with opioid crisis, whether it's survivors of sexual assault or families whose drinking water has been polluted by big corporations or kids who've been abused. These are fights I've taken on and delivered, and I want to take on new fights for the people of North Carolina as their governor.
You bring up keeping people safe in their neighborhoods. You talk about education.
That's right.
It's no big secret that we are really in trouble when it comes to filling positions, retaining, recruitment, being competitive with other states.
Yep.
It's a problem in these state agencies, and it's also a problem for local and statewide law enforcement. And this is important to every single North Carolinian. What's your plan to fix that problem?
Well, we've actually worked collaboratively with the Chiefs of Police Association, the Sheriff's Association, and other public safety officials to develop a full package to address recruitment and retention issues for law enforcement. Because when I go around the state and I talk to sheriffs or chiefs of police, I hear two things. I hear about fentanyl, but I also hear about vacancies, that they're having a tough time filling positions. We have to make law enforcement a more attractive profession, and the state can help. So we had a package that we brought to the legislature for them to fund this past summer. They didn't fully fund it. We're going to come back to them again next summer and hope that they can help us get well-trained officers on the street in our communities, keeping North Carolinians safe.
So speaking of the state legislature, this may be a big challenge if you are to win this role. As we know, the election maps have been redrawn. The GOP had every right and every legal right to redraw it. They're the party in power in both chambers of the state legislature after the U.S. Census. It gives Republicans an advantage based on what the maps look like today. They may be challenged in court. That's a separate conversation.
Yes.
How do you work with the other side to get some of this stuff through if you have a powerless veto pen?
Yeah, well, I won't. I'm optimistic that we will break the Republican supermajority next year. Our legislature, unfortunately, has been captured by the most right-wing fringe of the Republican Party. I don't think they represent the mainstream of the Republican Party, and we're going to win seats in the General Assembly. But even if there is a Republican majority next year, I will work with them on the issues that matter in people's lives. I've done that as Attorney General for the past 7 years. We've worked together on a bipartisan basis to tackle the opioid crisis, to eliminate the backlog of untested sexual assault kits, to protect kids from child sex abuse, to improve our criminal justice system. These are things we've done together. I know that the world is divided and we are in partisan times, but I believe if we identify issues that make a difference in people's lives, these aren't red issues or blue issues. These are North Carolina issues.
It does feel like the cultural argument has resurfaced. Many things that we thought were settled are not again.
That's right.
And North Carolina is no exception. Regarding that, are there any concerns you have if, let's say, they do have a supermajority in both chambers next year?
I'm very concerned if my likely opponent, the Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, becomes the governor. They will ban abortion with no exceptions, not for rape, not for incest, not for the life or health of the mother. We already know that they severely restricted abortion rights and reproductive freedoms this summer. And don't take my word for it. Take Lieutenant Governor Robinson's word. He said that if he were governor, he would ban abortion in any instance. That is unacceptable, and it would be an incredible infringement on women's reproductive freedoms in the state. I'm running for governor because I respect women to be able to make these decisions for themselves. It is the most personal decision a person can make. And I completely respect the fact that there are North Carolinians who see this issue very differently based on their own moral code, their religious beliefs, whatever drives them to make this decision. but it's a personal decision. Politicians in Raleigh should not be making this decision for the women of North Carolina.
Now, to get on the fall ballot, you've got to get through the primary.
That's right.
You're facing someone with 30 years on the judicial bench, in Mike Morgan, now retired state Supreme Court justice. How do you differentiate yourself from him going into this primary?
I have great respect for Judge Morgan. His, as you said, decades of experience on the bench. He's served the people of North Carolina well. You will not hear me speak ill of him. I doubt he will speak ill of me, because we all recognize that we face an incredibly stark choice for North Carolina next year. He believes he's the best person to take on the lieutenant governor. I believe I'm the best person to take on the lieutenant governor. So I think we're both going to try to convince North Carolinians that we are the candidate who can win and govern and move North Carolina forward just the way we want for all of our people.
Coming up at 5:30, Stein responds to remarks from his potential rival in the race, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. We've got a number of candidates from both sides scheduled in the coming weeks. You can see our previous interviews at CBS17.com. Guys.
All right, looking forward to that, Russ. Thank you.